Hey everybody, this is Sean with Get Out Live Now. You know why? Because we need to live now, not later. I just wanted to give everybody an update on my progress here in Dumagetti, specifically now south of Dumagetti here in Dowan. It's about 16 kilometers south. I wanted to go over a little bit about my budget. I was going to have it all figured out to the peso, but I had to leave my hotel early. I was there for 17 days. I can tell you, I have it here. It was, let me see, it was $553.35 or about 31,540 pesos. I just divided it by 57. I know the rate is over 58, but by the time you do the exchange rates and the fees and everything like that, I usually take at least a peso off or so, peso and a half, and then that gives you a pretty accurate figure of what your pesos to dollar is going to be worth. So for 17 days, it was $553.35, which is not bad. And I had to buy stuff. Like even now, I've been in Down in my new place here on the Lazy Boy with two Lazy Boy recliners on both sides. I don't normally use them sometimes when I watch a movie, yeah, but it's kind of nice to have them. I've been here for like a week and a half, I believe, since the 4th, and today here's the 14th, so 10 days, almost a week and a half. And I will have a budget update for this month, starting on the 4th and going through next month. It'll be a short month, so by the 3rd, it's only really 28 days because of February. But at least that's going to give you my first full accurate month of what my budget is here. Right now, I can tell you I'm at about $826 for the month, but that's because I have done substantial donations this month to certain people. I've already donated over $152 as donations, and I've had to make several purchases like, rice maker, some electronics, some power strips, power shutoffs. I want everything shut off in case the power surges, even though we're here on solar. When we reset the solar the other day, we turned it off and turned it on. Boom, it burned up one of my power supplies for my laptops. Fortunately, I planned for that. I brought backup power supplies. Now, I can't order them here, but it takes probably like 4 to 5 days to get them off of either Lazada or Shopee. Shopee, I could ping the location, so that's probably what I'm going to be using. Lazada, they're probably going to have to call, and I'm going to have to guide them. So with Shopee, I just pinged it to the house or the residence that I'm staying, and they should be able to make it. Even if they call me, they'll know. The prices out here are pretty good, actually, for fruits and vegetables. I've got some of the prices here that I have been buying. I don't buy a lot. And I'm going to go over, like, you could live on less than $50 of food a month. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. The red bananas out here, I'm getting them. These are Filipino prices. And you guys can correct me if you think you can get them cheaper, but I've asked people around, and then they told me, what they should be. And even the lady who was selling it, she goes, they should be this price, The red bananas I'm getting for 40 pesos per kilo, which is about 32 cents a pound. I mean, you can't beat that for red bananas. Green bananas are a little bit more. They're 50 pesos per kilo, and that's probably about 38 cents or something like that, 36 cents a pound. I haven't bought any yellow bananas. I don't even want any yellow bananas. The green bananas were sweeter than any yellow bananas I've ever had. It took them about 2 or 3 days just to finish ripening up. Now I've been eating them. And you can see right here, I just stocked up, got some red bananas right there. And this whole bunch of bananas right here, it's about 1.5 kilos. Or no, it's about 1 kilo. 1.25 or whatever. Because it only cost me 55 pesos for that right there. That's less than $1. For all those bananas, and those are red bananas. They're so sweet. It's like yellow inside. It's like sugary. I love it. Natural sugar. You got the green bananas are right here, and these are very, very sweet on the inside. Very sweet. Tastes really good. I have one this morning. First time I ever had a green banana, and they promised me that they would taste just like a yellow banana or a red banana, and they do. I got some avocados the other day. They came in. I have been requesting avocados. And it only takes a few days for them to kind of ripen up. You see here, one's ripened, and same batch, but this one, I just cover them, you know. And I got like 14 avocados, and it was only like, I believe it was 100 pesos per kilo. And I don't know how many kilos it was, maybe a kilo and a half, but I only paid like 155 pesos. So I got 14 avocados. That's about 21 cents a piece for avocados for these beautiful, beautiful and great tasting avocados. I had one the other day with my eggs. Speaking of eggs, I found one of the cheapest places here in Down to get eggs, and the eggs are excellent quality, even though they told me when I first bought the flat, and I did buy the jumbos. I don't think they sell those as much, but I love the jumbo eggs. And I can show you right here the size difference because I had bought some large eggs like the week before. That's a large. This is a jumbo. So look at the size difference on that, you know. It's like, that's like half again the size or whatever. And these at the local Dalma market here, I paid 10 pesos per each, or I paid 300 for the flat, 30 eggs. The jumbos here, I get them for 9.25 pesos per egg, or for the flat, it's 270 pesos. So you can see I get half as, probably 50% bigger eggs, and I'm paying 30 pesos less per flat. So I can go over those prices now. Their smalls are 7.5 pesos each, or 220 per flat. Their mediums are 7.35 pesos per egg, or 230 per flat. The large are 8.5 pesos per each egg, or 250 pesos per flat. The extra large are 9 pesos per egg, or 260 pesos per flat. And the jumbos, like I say, like I got, and I'm gonna continue getting them. I'm gonna probably do about 6 flats here pretty soon and stock up, because I gotta get my scooter back, so it's got a nice basket on it and everything, a nice trunk, and I gotta give that back to Goldfinger probably in about 10 days. I believe on the 23rd, so I'll be over there. I did drop his helmet off to him because I got a nice new helmet, about 60 bucks, about almost, almost 4,000 pesos or whatever it was, but it was nice. It's an Italian helmet, and it's really nice. It'll, a good protection. I didn't want to get a cheap helmet because I'm on the road constantly, all the time, almost every day. And it's probably not a matter if, it's probably a matter of when you're going to either dump your bike. I've almost slipped a couple times, so, you know, no real close calls yet. But I mean, you're close calls all the time because you're so close to jeepneys and buses and trikes and other, you know, drivers they'll just whiz right by you. I try to look over, but you don't even see them. If you move, you probably make them crash into you. So I'm always trying to be careful like that. But yeah, I did give his helmet back because I knew that and I just dropped it off. He was doing a live stream. I said, happy live stream. I just dropped off your helmet to you because I know that you're always running short on helmets. It was a Suzuki helmet, nice helmet. You know, I think he probably paid like maybe 30 bucks for it, but it protected me good. But I bought a nice new helmet, so I gave it back to Goldfinger early. So I hope he can, you know, has another helmet for somebody that rents his bikes. So the eggs are great. I mean, if you're talking for the jumbo eggs, that's what I'm going to be getting at 9.25 pesos per egg, or 270 per flat. That is actually $4.74 per flat, which is actually $1.90 per dozen USD. So you can't, I mean, I don't know what the price of eggs are in the USD, but I was never getting jumbo eggs for $1.90 a dozen, unless maybe you know the farm or the ranch or where you can get them at the egg farm. Another thing, I did buy some rice. It's called Jaguar rice. I just asked the guy, give me some recommendations on your, it doesn't have to be top grade, but just decent rice. So he gave me a couple recommendations, let me choose. And he said, would you like a sack? I go, like, how much? He goes, like 5 kilos? I go, yeah, 5 kilos would be good because that'll last me more than a month, probably a month or two. And the 5 kilo sack, it was, I believe it was 49 pesos per kilo. So it came out to like, I believe, 245 pesos per the sack. He just ran across the street. They must have a second store. He grabbed a sack for me. And that's going to be $4.30. So that's going to last me a couple months. I mean, you can eat so cheap here. I think I have it figured out. If I ate 6 eggs a day, 6 of those jumbo eggs a day, and the rice will last me, I just put for a month, right? So you're going to need 180 eggs a day, or 180 eggs a month at 6 eggs a day for 30 days. That's $28.44. The 5 kilogram sack is going to run you $4.30. I put some red bananas, like 1.5 kilos, is going to run me about $4.21. I drink Nescafe coffee right now, just the instant coffee, just black. I have a coffee maker, but I haven't been drinking that much coffee, so I'm just making the instant. And usually one bag will run me, one of those bags are 210 pesos per the bag, and it'll run me at least a month, and that's like $3.68. So the total for the month, if that's all I ate, which I could easily just eat that and it would fill me up, just with the eggs and rice and the bananas, and just if you want to keep it simple, that's $40.63. If you wanted to add, I've been buying these sardines for like $1 a can. They're like 60 pesos per can or 58 pesos per can, and tomato sauce. So if you add a can of sardines a day, which it's a lot to eat a whole can. They're a big can. They're probably like a 15, 14, 16 ounce can. And so if you ate one of those a day, that's an extra $30.58. So really for the month, if you had sardines, eggs, rice, some bananas, throw in some chili peppers, which probably will run you 10 pesos or whatever, you're only going to be spending about $72.21 a month is what I have figured. So you can very easily eat for either $50 to $100 a month if you need to or want to, even just for a month. Like right now, I've been kind of fasting a little bit. I'm only eating one meal a day. I've already lost, I believe, 18 to 20 pounds right now in the, 3.5 weeks that I've been here. So almost 4 weeks that I've been here. So I've already lost quite a bit of weight, and I would like to lose probably 30, 40 more pounds. I currently weigh about 225, 226, and I would like to get down to like 185, 190, somewhere in there. I'm 6'1", will be a really good weight for myself. So that's just my personal goal. Whether I hit it or not, it's not like I'm like, hey, I need to hit this, and I'm not taking any type of extra supplements. I'm not doing any type of shots or anything, no medicines, no pharmaceuticals, nothing. I'm just fasting, one meal a day with maybe, I actually just had 2 amazing 100% fruit smoothies because I had some fruit that was getting ripe, some grapes, I had a Fuji apple, and by the way, you can get 3 of those for like 100 pesos, which is, it's really cheap. And then I had some leftover pineapple that was really juicy. And the pineapples, I bought those for 60 pesos a piece. So that's just $1, basically $1 per pineapple. They were so ripe. And the lady was nice enough that sold it to me. She goes, would you like me to slice these for you? She cut them, sliced them. And like I put them I had them in a thing for about the last week. So I've been eating that every day. Just fresh fruit. It's so awesome. And it's very inexpensive. It's very reasonable. $1 per pineapple, you can't buy that. I went back there to get more the other day. She was out. I go, I can imagine. She goes, yeah, somebody just came and they bought them all because what they do, they buy from her. She sells very cheap. That's why I like the store. And then they set up their store with her stock, and then they add the price, they cushion the price, and then they sell it at their store. So she's kind of like a retailer and a wholesaler at the same time. But both the ladies there, the one that runs the store, the one that actually works at the store, very, very nice. They treat me good. And the ones next door, they have their store, they treat me nice too. I'm always talking to them like every other day or whatever. I just want to see when the fruit's coming, like fruits and vegetables, if they have any vegetables. I picked up some eggplant yesterday, and I paid 120 pesos per kilo yesterday. And I said, are you sure? Because she only charged me 40 for the red bananas, but she goes, yeah, that's the price. And sometimes they have to pay more. It depends on who their distributor is too. So I went down a little bit, and they had some little smaller ones, and hers were only 80 per kilo. But she goes, well, that lady, actually, she may have paid a little bit more. That's why she charges more. She said, but it's about 80 to 120. She goes, you're pretty good like that. So I'll trust her, And I cut up that eggplant yesterday, fried it up, and had it in some eggs and some rice. So really, honestly, you can eat for under $100 a month. I don't really want to be eating out. I'm not going to solve, that's fine. I think in a couple weeks, I'm going to take a couple gals out, and we're going to go have pizza. I said, I'll just treat them to pizza, because I've been talking to them and getting information from them. So we're going to go out and have pizza. And but I'm not into restaurants. I don't care about I got to have American food or burger. I could care less about burgers. I could care less about I don't need American food. I can eat Filipino food. I want to go down to the Dumaguete fresh open fish market that they have here. I haven't been there yet because I want to see if I can get some bigger fish, some red fish, and that way I bought some milkfish, but it's like those bones are so tiny and so many of them. It's like I don't want to be picking through bones. I just want to have a blade just rip out the bones, and then you can just chop it and cut it, you freeze it or whatever, and just have it, just have it for your meals, and without having trying to not choke on bones. So that's really about it. That's about all the prices I have for the stuff that I've been buying. And I'm pretty basic, I'm pretty simple. So I do try to try different fruits and vegetables as I go along. But, unless they have them there in stock, or unless my refrigerator's stocked right now. I have like a flat and a half of eggs left. I have almost a whole 5 kilos of rice. I have plenty of Tang drink, I just make Tang, water, coffee. That's about all I have. I still have plenty of the red bananas. I got the green bananas. I got avocados. I got about 12 more avocados here that's going to last me for at least another week or so, And so I got plenty to eat. But that's just a basic update on me. And I am getting out more. I know people like Jogo Wonder and, a lot of other people, like Scotty and those guys. They have no problem sticking cameras out there in people's faces. I'm just not like that. I don't really even tell people I have a YouTube channel. I do sometimes. That's probably why I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm not really pumping it, but it's okay. I'll tell people oh, really? Well, here, let me subscribe. So I could have probably over 1,000 subscribers, because I've talked to a lot of people, but I don't really tell them I have a YouTube channel. I really don't want to stick the camera in there. I want them to be themselves first, get to know me, and then maybe I'll say, hey, would you mind if I brought my camera by? I would like to just take, a little video of your store and maybe some of the prices and what's going on. I don't want to talk to them, have them give me all their information, put it on the video, and then later they see the video oh, why'd you tell all my business? It's like I never got their approval. I could tell you how much they make per day, working every day, and it's not a lot, so I don't really want to put it out there. It's not a lot. I can tell you the average wages here that I've seen are about 300 to 500 pesos a day. I believe the minimum wage here is about 500. I believe in Manila, bigger cities, it's probably about 600, I think it is. The legal wage per day is about 600. Now, most people work 8-9 hours a day, but at these fruit stands, they'll be there for 14 hours. For maybe 7 to 9, and it's just, if you're the owner, you're paying rent, and then you're making whatever commission you can make, profit you can make on the fruits and or vegetables. And if you're a worker, you just get paid one wage per day, and you're there every day. And, they even invited me, these girls, they even invited me to eat with them. They were going to feed me. I said, no, thanks. I said, it's not that I don't like your food. I would eat with you. I said, but I'm fasting. I only do 1 meal a day. I said, oh, okay, that's great. I'm not trying to offend anybody. So that's it for now. I hope you guys are having a great day. And this is Sean with Get Out Live Now. And over and out.